Was Fidel Castro a nationalist? Imagine a leader who not only shaped the destiny of his country, but also left an indelible mark on the global stage. Fidel Castro, the iconic figure of Cuba, is often associated with Marxist-Leninist ideology. But was he also a nationalist? Let's dive into his beliefs and actions to find out. Fidel Castro identified himself as a Marxist-Leninist, but his ideology was not limited to these principles. He was deeply rooted in Cuban nationalism. Castro's vision was to transform Cuba from a capitalist state dominated by foreign powers into a socialist and eventually communist society. This transformation was driven by a strong sense of national pride and the desire for Cuba to be independent from foreign influence. Castro's anti-imperialist stance was a key aspect of his nationalism. He drew inspiration from figures like Simón Bolívar, who fought against colonial powers in South America. Castro believed that Cuba and other developing countries needed to break free from the grip of major powers to achieve true independence and self-determination. During his rule, Castro implemented policies aimed at strengthening Cuba's national identity. He nationalized local industries, advocated for conscription, and ensured employment for all citizens. These measures were designed to make Cuba self-sufficient and reduce the influence of foreign powers on the country's economy and politics. Castro's commitment to Cuban nationalism was also reflected in his efforts to create a unified national identity. Despite the lack of a specific characteristic that defines a Cuban beyond being born on the island, Castro influenced Cubans to identify with his government and the revolutionary ideals it represented. This helped in fostering a sense of national unity and solidarity. In summary, Fidel Castro's political beliefs were a blend of Marxism-Leninism and Cuban nationalism. His actions and policies were driven by a strong desire for national independence, self-determination, and the empowerment of the Cuban people. So to answer the question, yes, Fidel Castro was indeed a nationalist.